Hi, everybody. I'm Bob Lazaro from All Things Leland, vlog, focusing on the businesses, individuals, and organizations that serve our community in the greater region. And I am pleased today to have as our first guest Mr. Brooks Versaggi from Brunswick Electric Membership Corporation, which is the electric company that serves not only Leland but four counties in our region. They are moving to a new rate plan or time of use rate plan. I thought it was a timely opportunity to talk with Brooks about what time of use is, why the company is doing it, and also the different programs that they have to help people make improvements and reduce their energy use at home and or their business. So, Brooks, thank you for joining us today.
Hey, thank you so much for having me, Bob. I appreciate the opportunity to be here.
You're welcome. And a lot of us are from different places, which is true in Brunswick County. About half the population growth are from people from different states, many who have never been served by electric co-op before. So I thought perhaps before we got into the issue of the time of use rates, you could just briefly explain what a co-op is.
Yeah, I'll be glad to. So the biggest difference is the ownership. Whereas most utilities are investor owned and they're owned by outside investors. A cooperative like Brunswick Electric is owned by the members we serve. So everyone who is served by the cooperative is actually a member. They're a member owner of it. And with that comes a few benefits. One is we're not in it for profit. We're a nonprofit organization. And because of that, we operate within certain margins. Anything outside of that is actually returned to our members in the form of capital credits. Also, we focus on what's important to our members, not outside investors. So that you see that in greater reliability, and we do everything we can to keep rates affordable. Like I said, we're a nonprofit, so it's all about returning that to the membership. And then the last thing that I'd like to point out about that is democratic control. Our members are the ones who dictate the course of the cooperative. We have a board of directors that they elect, and there's the ones who guide the cooperative and the future of it. So those are the big differences. It might not seem like much on the surface, but that really makes a big difference in how our members are served.
Yeah, I just as an aside, I mean, the co-ops that I have had the opportunity to meet with and visit with, co-ops are a lot more flexible and innovative in opportunities to their membership, like on bill billing for home improvements, which is something that BEMC does permit. But with that comes Saturday, November 1st, BEMC is going to a time of use rates program for its billing, and I thought this was a good opportunity for you to explain what is time of use rates and why is BMC doing this at this time. So I think you have a screen or two to share.
Yeah, I do, and I'll share those in just a second.
Okay.
The the answer to that is we are moving to a time-based rate schedule. And what that means is that electricity is going to vary depending on the time of day it's consumed. Whereas most traditional models up to this point, no matter when you use electricity, it's going to cost the same rate no matter what. But now it's going to be more expensive during peak hours and it's going to be less expensive during non peak hours. And let me share my screen here. Give me just 1 second for this to
Sure.
come. All right. And all this information is available at bemc.org/rates. But if you can see this graph here, is that showing up for you?
Yes.
Okay. This is a quick summary of our peak hours and the rates associated with them. But peak hours go from April 16th to October 15th at 2 to 6 p.m. Those are our winter peak hours. So during that time, during that 2 to 6 p.m., electricity is going to cost more. That's going to cost around 21 cents per kilowatt hour. From October 16th to April 15th, it's 6 to 9 a.m., the morning hours. And that is Same thing. Those peak hours are going to cost around 21 cents per kilowatt hour. Off peak hours, anytime other than those time blocks, it's going to be around 8 cents per kilowatt hour, 7.95 cents per kilowatt hour. So that's going to be the new time-based billing schedule.
Okay. And what was the thought process, Brooks, behind the board going to this type of rate plan?
The reason we're doing this is for a couple of reasons. Um, this is essentially how BEMC is charged. We're a distribution cooperative,
Hmm.
which means that we don't generate our own electricity. We purchase it at wholesale powers from power providers. Um, and this is the way that BEMC is charged for electricity. We now have the technology to see when our members are using their electricity as well. And it's this is the most fair and equitable way to transfer those costs so that each member is charged accordingly based on their electricity use during those times. Another thing is the way the peak hours are. This encourages people to use power during non-peak hours. And doing so, that helps keeps our wholesale power costs down, and that's going to help keep rates affordable in the long run. So by encouraging our members to use it during non-peak hours, keeps the wholesale power costs down, and that's a benefit for everybody. And then, of course, we want to give members greater control of their bills. Now there's going to be more opportunities to save, whereas before it was just one constant rate across the board. Now there's different hours where members have the opportunity to influence that and save money on their bill. And like I said earlier, BEMC is not non-for-profit.
Hmm.
So we're not doing this to make any additional money or anything like that. We're just doing this to cover the cost of our wholesale power costs and do our best to keep those rates affordable in the future.
So essentially, if you can use your clothes dryer this winter after 9 a.m., that's the best time to do it, or charge your electric vehicle or whatever other electric appliance that you have.
Yeah, all those things you just mentioned. The biggest user of electricity in most homes is your air conditioning.
Okay.
And we found that if you can dial that up or down a few degrees during those peak hours, that's what makes the biggest difference on your bill. Little changes go a long way. And if you have smart devices, go ahead and schedule those now to operate during non-peak hours or to be reduced during peak hours. And that's going to go a long way in helping your bill.
One of the things that people can do, and I've heard it said before, conservation efficiency is the fifth wheel of generation, how people can reduce their demand through efficiency programs. And then perusing the website, BEMC does offer a number of different programs for qualified customers to help reduce their energy use. And maybe perhaps you could talk about, the rebates that the company offers on certain types of heavy energy using devices at home, and also your energy efficiency loans.
Sure, no, be glad to. One of the programs we do offer is called Connect My Thermostat. That's if you have a smart thermostat already installed in your house. We'll pay you $50 up front, and you'll get an ongoing $4 monthly credit. In exchange for being a part of that program, we have what we call events. An event is during one of the peak times. These usually last for about 3 hours or so that coincide with the peak times that I just presented.
Hmm.
We'll call an event, and during that time, we'll tell your thermostat up or down a few degrees, usually about 3 degrees. And we do those events no more than 4 times a month.
Okay.
Um, and that's a great program. Like I said, $50 up front, $4 each month, you're a part of the program. And that's so that we can keep those peak hours down and reduce our wholesale power cost. That's an easy way to save. All you have to do is sign up. We take it from there.
Okay.
We have another program. It's called the Off Peak Advantage. And this is a more aggressive rate for members who can transfer most of their use to those non-peak hours. We know that a lot of people they're just not able to change their lifestyle and have to use electricity during those times. This is not for them. This is for those folks who can transfer a whole lot of their energy use out of those times, and it's going to give you a better rate and encourage you to use electricity during those non-peak times. We also have a tool called Smart Hub, and I encourage everybody to sign up for that. It can show you detailed electricity use. It's like your personal energy dashboard.
Mhm.
It tells you when you used electricity, how much you used it, and it can even tell you the appliances that are using it. So you know this appliance has been using this much. Maybe that's an opportunity for you to cut down in that area. That's a really great tool. It also has a lot of slick features.
Mhm.
You can put thresholds in there of either energy use or dollar amounts that you don't want to go above, and it can alert you. And sometimes that'll alert you if there's um, to a problem you may have with an appliance that's using too much energy, or just let you know that you've been using more than you expected. So really handy tool. You can also have all your billing and payments on there, address changes, or any kind of account work. So if you're not on Smart Hub, really helpful. Encourage everybody to take part of that. You mentioned the energy efficiency loans. Those are loans for improvements made at your house. 5% APR, $10,000, and we put that on your bill. Just tack it onto your monthly bill, the cost for that. So great tool. Of course, energy improvements for your home usually lower your bill in the long run. So something to really think about if you do need improvements, windows, doors, insulation, things like that. We have several rebates on our website as well for heat pumps, pool pumps, and things like that for the energy efficiencies. We'll give you a rebate for installing those. So I certainly encourage you to check out that page as well. And would also like to encourage everyone, if you're just looking to see what your rate might be under this new structure, we have a great video. It's on the page I just shared. It's a rate comparison tool that shows most likely what your bill will be under the new schedule compared to what it was for the past 12 months under the previous schedule. So
Yeah,
a
I
great.
took a look. I took a look at that, and that is a very cool tool to be able to compare your energy, since you know what the energy use is during the time of the day, how that plays out with the old and the new rates. It's a nice way to give you some information about changing your habits to be able to reduce your energy use over the long run. I mean, the off peak is going from like 10.2 cents to 8 cents, which is a substantial
Yeah.
reduction. So you're really able to take advantage of that. Again, thank you, Brooks, for taking your time to share this information. Again, it's all on BEMC's website. Again, the new rates take effect November 1st. Next year, it'll be a little bit earlier, but there are ways to help reduce your energy use just by looking at the clock at home and changing your habits somewhat. Is there anything else you'd like to add, Brooks, to this conversation?
No, I think that's it. I certainly appreciate you having me, and encourage everybody to go to our website, check out the information we just discussed. And if anybody has any questions, please feel free to give us a ring. We're here to help.
Super. Again, thank you very much. And Brooks serves as manager of member engagement and communications for BEMC.